September is Childhood Cancer Awareness Month, and while the month is winding down, the mission never stops. New tonight, our Amanda Starantino shares how a Central Indiana student is using her own cancer battle as inspiration as she starts her career path.
It's been 10 years since 19-year-old Jade Finley learned what would change her life forever.
The results came back that I had thyroid cancer. The cancer had moved from my thyroid to my lymph nodes, and through that traveled to my lungs.
She had to have an extensive thyroidectomy, and it was later discovered that she had 50 to 100 tiny tumors sprinkled throughout her lungs.
They removed my entire thyroid and about 55 of my lymph nodes in my neck, and it left me with a 12-inch scar from here to the back of my ear. As a result of my surgery, one of my vocal cords was paralyzed. So my voice is pretty weak and I have a really hard time speaking loudly. And in terms of my lungs, I developed pretty severe asthma from it.
For her tumors, a person can have up to 3 radioactive iodine treatments in a lifespan. Jade has already had it twice, which has allowed her lung tumors to remain under control. Now living with her scars from a decade-long battle with cancer, Jade just started her freshman year at Marian University, and it's her experiences in the hospital that inspired her to become a nurse.
I understand, the process and the stress of going through a ton of treatments, and I feel like I could give back to anyone else who's going through a similar situation that I did.
Her diagnosis came as a surprise to her family. No one even noticed anything was wrong until a quick visit to the doctor for what was her brother's appointment.
As a ear, nose, and throat head and neck surgeon, we see a small amount of it. Most pediatric cancers are really the blood-borne things, leukemias that people are familiar with, or brain tumors. So pediatric cancers in the head and neck region, like Jade had, particularly thyroid, are in the lower numbers of total pediatric cancer cases.
Her surgeon at Peyton Manning's Children's Hospital at Ascension St. Vincent was Dr. Miyamoto. With September being Childhood Cancer Awareness Month, he urges parents to not stray from their doctors, even amid a pandemic.
I think it's always good to be aware of your kids and changes in their bodies, So for our area, unusual lumps or masses in the neck that don't go away, or that act abnormal breathing problems would be our takeaway.
From the surgeon who helped Jade through her cancer journey, Dr. Miyamoto believes because of what Jade has been through, it will help the future nurse shine because of the empathy she will have for her patients.
If there's another little kid who has a similar situation to me, I can just be like, oh, that happened to me too. Everything's going to be fine.
In Indianapolis, Amanda Starantino, WRTV News.
Well, Jade says she specifically chose Marian University because of its close association with Peyton Manning Children's Ascension St. Vincent. She wants to work there after she graduates. A live view now. You're watching WRTV News at 11, 48 degrees here on this Tuesday night. We'll be right back.
From the station working for you, this is WRTV News at 11, streaming now.
The pandemic continues to impact life in unexpected ways. Many Americans are now noticing an appliance